to the Alex and Ava Podcast, your go-to space for learning real English through everyday situations. Ava, why do you think learning English at home can be just as effective as a classroom?
Great question, Alex. At home, you experience authentic moments making breakfast, chatting with family, or relaxing. These natural settings offer practical English practice, helping learners remember words and phrases because they're tied to real actions.
Absolutely, and studies show language retention improves by 30% when linked to daily routines. It's like learning to ride a bike by actually riding, not just reading about it. So today, let's guide listeners through the real English spoken at home.
Exactly, and we'll break down each part of the day using simple language and lots of repetition. That way, everyone can follow along, practice, and build confidence in their speaking skills.
Let's start with mornings. Ava, what are some must-know phrases people use after waking up?
Common ones include, I wake up at 7 a.m., I brush my teeth, and I take a shower. Each phrase connects to a routine action, making them easy to remember. Listeners, try repeating them after us for best results.
To make it even more memorable, think of I brush my teeth as brushing away sleepiness, or I make breakfast as fueling your day. These images help anchor vocabulary in your mind.
Exactly. And if you want to sound natural, practice linking words together, I'm getting up now, becomes smooth with repetition. Let's encourage listeners to say these sentences out loud as part of their own morning routine.
Let's put those phrases into context. Ava, what might a conversation sound like between two people in the morning?
It could go like this. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Yes, I did. I just made coffee. Notice how just means a short time ago. Listeners, can you try asking, did you sleep well? To someone at home?
Great tip. And using breakfast will be ready soon is a friendly way to invite someone to eat. These conversational exchanges help you sound polite and natural in English.
Exactly, and repeating them regularly builds confidence. Remember, even short, everyday exchanges are valuable for practice and fluency.
Moving on, let's talk about chores, another big part of home life. Ava, what are some common English phrases for housework?
Some essentials include I clean my room, I do the laundry, and I wash the dishes. These are action-based verbs that describe tasks we all do. Pairing them with objects like laundry basket or washing machine makes learning even clearer.
And as research shows, using language in context, such as asking, can you help me with the laundry, increases understanding by 25%. So, listeners, try forming questions with household chores for extra practice.
Absolutely. And don't forget polite expressions like, thanks a lot, or can you help me? These are everyday English essentials that make conversations smoother.
Let's take those phrases and build a short dialogue. For instance, Ava, how would you ask for help with laundry?
Hey, Alex, can you help me with the laundry? Is a great way to start. You might hear, sure, where's the laundry basket? This keeps the conversation going with real, useful language.
And phrases like, I'll bring it to the washing machine, or it's in the bedroom, introduce more vocabulary naturally. Listeners, repeat these lines to practice both speaking and listening skills.
Right, and role-playing these scenarios at home even alone can help reinforce what you've learned, making it easier to remember when you really need it.
Now, let's talk about meal to meal, perfect opportunity to practice speaking English. Ava, what phrases should listeners know?
Try saying, I'm making lunch, or what's for dinner? These are common questions and statements. You can also invite others. Let's eat together. Sharing meals often leads to natural conversations, just like in English-speaking homes.
And cooking together can introduce action verbs like cut the vegetables or wash the dishes. You could role play, I'll cut the vegetables, can you set the table? It's both practical and fun.
Exactly. Plus, meals are social times, so practicing these phrases helps learners participate more fully in group conversations, whether with family or friends.
After chores and meals, it's time to relax. Ava, what are some ways people talk about relaxing at home?
Common activities include, I watch TV, I listen to music, or I read a book. You can ask, what are you doing? Or answer, I'm playing games. These phrases are versatile for many situations.
And to join in, you might say, mind if I join? A polite way to enter a group activity. These are useful for making friends or spending time with family.
Absolutely, and using expressions like "of course not" to welcome someone shows friendliness and builds positive social interactions in English.
Sometimes we can't see friends in person. Ava, how can learners practice English through technology from home?
Video calls and phone chats are great. Try "I'm calling my friend" or "let's talk on video." If you have issues, use "can you hear me?" or "the signal is bad." Practicing these helps in real online conversations.
And research suggests language learners who use technology to communicate improve their fluency faster. Even short daily calls can build confidence.
Yes, and repeating these phrases makes you ready for real-life tech problems, like a bad connection. It's practical English for today's world.
Now let's put everything together. Ava, how would you describe a full day in simple English?
I'd say, I wake up at 7 a.m., I brush my teeth and take a shower. I make breakfast, clean the kitchen, call my friend, watch a movie in the evening, and go to bed at 10 p.m. It shows how each phrase connects to a real activity.
Listeners, try answering questions about your day. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? Or what do you do to relax? Practicing these aloud builds fluency.
Exactly. And even if you answer alone, it's powerful practice. Language learning is about building habits, just like these daily routines.
Before we finish, let's review. Ava, what are some must-know words and sentences from today's episode?
Keywords include wake up, brush teeth, do the laundry, watch TV, and go to bed. Useful sentences are, can you help me with the dishes? Let's watch a movie and I'm calling my friend.
Repeating these regularly is like exercising your language muscles. The more you practice, the stronger your English becomes.
Exactly. Keep listening, repeating, and using these phrases at home. Consistency is the real key to learning any language.
Thanks for joining us on the Alex and Ava podcast, where real English meets real life. Ava, any final advice for our listeners?
Yes, remember, you don't need a classroom to learn English. Every moment at home is a chance to practice. Speak out loud, repeat after us, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We love hearing about your progress and questions.
Keep going, everyone. We're proud of you, and we'll see you next time for more real English learning at home.